Thomas Turrell joins us, Environment Spokesman for the Conservatives at City Hall. And I think, Mr Turrell, you're calling on the fine that Thames Water received, 120-odd million, to be given to London councils. Why would that be? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. I think that's important because many councils across London now, they're only able to fund improvements to our rivers and our water bodies through grant funding because of the pressures that statutory services are having. And despite being responsible for river maintenance, it's not actually a statutory service. So this money, this fine that Thames Water has received, I strongly believe that money should be kept in London and reinvested in improving our waterways, the same waterways that Thames Water have received the fine for dumping sewage into.
Yes. It was and is still, isn't it, Thames Water's job to upgrade, update, reinvest in those systems?
Yes, it's their job to sort out the pumping that's going on, but it doesn't change the fact that the damage has already been done, and it's council taxpayers across London that are having to pick up the bill for these repairs, which is why I believe that the money from this fine should be given to councils so that so it's Thames Water that starts picking up the bill for their damage.
If Thames Water had that duty as part of the running of their business to invest in these services, and bill payers had paid for that investment in their services, or what they thought was going to be the investment in that services, where is the accountability of the people in charge for what ended up being no investment in those services?
So the fine itself is part of that accountability, and this is the circumstances which have created this fine. A record amount came from the legislation of the previous government. And that's the accountability, because the fine is very clear. It cannot be paid from the income that they have from their bill payers. So it has to come from their other sources of income, and that's where the accountability comes from.
But I mean, that's nice in theory. In practice, come on. There's going to be some rejigging of a spreadsheet somewhere that means that, they found the money from this pot and actually it's only meant to come from that one. We will end up paying for this.
Yeah, I think that's what Ofwat have to be really clear, to check where this has come from. So, I do agree with your sentiment there that, we do have to increase the accountability that these water companies are, because we know that they haven't been investing in. We know there are too many missed junctions and so forth that causes more dumping of sewage. We know that they're too quick to dump the sewage in the water. And again, I do agree with you, but that doesn't change the fact that this record fine has now been issued, and the important point here that it needs to be given back to councils to start fixing this mess.